Ms. Pavan, and I welcome you all towards Art of Law. So today we'll be doing a rapid revision of only the important questions as part of your constitution for the upcoming AIB exam. 2 days, you need to complete the entire AIB syllabus. And if you have not started still now, koi baat nahi. If what all questions, I'm going to give it to you now. Refer to that. That will be sufficiently enough. Plus, if you want to do extra reading, that is also great. It's up to you. But our major intent is to just cover the important questions in the next 15 minutes. So in that very less time, what all will be going inside your brain, that's very much important for us. Okay, and also request you to join a WhatsApp group at the description link so that we can also share you all kind of important updates. Which of the following is not law according to the Article 13 of the Indian Constitution? Which is not law? So that is it rule, custom, or usage, bylaws, or none of these? So it is actually none of these. In Article 13, it is not about this particular thing. I want you to just check your barrack and let me know what is Article 13 telling about. Okay. Do we have power to amend the laws under Article 13 to everything? I just want you to let me know in the comment box. It's a repeated previous PYQ questions. Okay. Now, which of the following scheduled deals with union list, state list, and concurrent list in the Constitution of India? It is the Schedule 7. Okay, no matter what, आपका barrack में इतना knowledge you should be knowing that which particular question is from which place. At least you should be knowing it. So from today and tomorrow, what you can do is about 5 to 6 times. I want to do a revision. Look at the barrack. First page, second page, third page, fourth page, introduction page, and see what is coming under what particular category. If you're able to do that, then trust me, your All India Bar examination, you're almost about to reach. India, that is Bharat, shall be Federation of States, Quasi-Federal, Union of States, Unitary Territory, or Special State. The answer is what? India, that is Bharat, is a Union of States. It is coming under which article? Article 1. Open your barrack. Open your barrack, Article 1, just quickly look into it. Article 213 empowers the governor to promulgate ordinances. So, which are the options? When the state legislature is not in session, during the course of legislature session, on the recommendation of state cabinet, on the permission of union cabinet. Answer is when the state's legislation is not in session. Okay. Article 36 to 51 of a constitution are related to which of the following? Okay. Article 36 to 51 are related to DPSP, Directive Principles of State Policy. Very important. Now, in the context of DPSP, the doctrine of harmonious construction was what? Which case they decided? They decided in this harmonious construction was decided in the case of Minerva Mills case in 1976. They decided what? Harmonious relationship. What do you mean by harmonious relationship? It's very simple. It is a relationship between the directive principles and fundamental rights should be balanced. And that was discussed in the case of this harmonious construction. Okay. Minerva Mills case. Remember this. Do not forget it. Okay. The fundamental duties were introduced in Constitution of India by which of the following Amendment Act? Fundamental duties. I said you previously also in the part 1 video, if you watched, this is the part 2 video, but in the part 1 video, if you observe, I have clearly explained that fundamental duties were introduced in the Constitution by which of the following amendment? Just go to your barrack, observe where the fundamental duties are coming in your index page. In your index page, if you observe properly, just select the fundamental duties where it is. There, if you go to the respective article footnote, if you observe, you'll be able to figure out this particular answer. I already taught you in the previous video how to figure out the footnotes. If you have not watched it, please do watch that video once. You'll get a clarity. Answer is 42nd Amendment, mini constitution. Just by heart this question, so just learn it with the barrack. It's more than enough. Eighth question. While interpreting the phrase equality before the law contained in Article 14 of the Constitution, the Supreme Court constantly mentioned equality means what? These are the four options. The answer is among equals, that the law should be equal and should be equally administered. That means what, yeah? In equality under Article 14 does not mean that all are treated equally. Not at all. It basically says that if you observe, even for supporting the minority and SC/ST people, we have laws for it. So they are given higher priority some stages. Reservation has also been provided. So do you think that equality Article 14 is applicable? No, not at all stages. Among equals, the law should be equal and should be equally administered. So for unequal people also, in order to make them equal, we need to uplift it. That's what our constitution is telling. Now, ninth question is about which of the following schedule of Indian constitution contains provision regarding anti-defection law. I'm not reading this particular thing. You just need to go to your barrack and just if you observe to figure out, just remember now itself, 10th schedule is telling about what? Anti-defection law. Okay. Which article in Indian constitution states that fundamental duties? So just do one thing, go to your barrack index page right now itself. Pause the video. This is a mental exercise for you. 2 days before the exam, I'm not going to tell where it is what. But I want, if you don't, I can show it to you also. Nothing wrong with it because tomorrow you are writing the exam. That is my major intent of you going to the particular barrack. Pause this video, go to Article 31C, 21A, 50 and 51A. You'll be able to figure out that fundamental duties comes under Article 51A. It's a mental exercise for you. Which of the following articles in Indian Constitution provides for appointment of Finance Commission? So appointment of Finance Commission comes under Article 280. Okay, remember Article 280, the appointment of Finance Commission comes. All right. So again, you need to. It's a direct question. Direct question. Previous year, they repeatedly they asked this question, so you should be able to answer it. Okay. So how many schedules are there in Indian Constitution? Very simple. Yeah. In your index page, go to the last page. Last page, if you go, you'll find all the schedules. So there are 12 schedules over here. Very simple. That is the answer for it. Under which article can the parliament amend the constitution? Under which article parliament can amend the constitution? It is article 368. Parliament can amend the constitution. Okay. Which of the following articles of the constitution of India prohibits employment of children in factories? So this is a very simple question. Article 24, you just need to go to your barrack again. Simple. These are barrack based question. Okay, nothing to buy hard. So such kind of question, this exam is not like a college exams, like where you need to buy hard the sections to everything. Nothing like that. Go to 24, you will be able to figure it out. So what does it says? Prohibition of employment of children in factories. Simple as that. Okay. That is the correct answer. As per the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India, how many languages are referred to as the scheduled languages? How many languages are being referred to the scheduled languages? I just want to tell it to you, it's 22 languages. You should be knowing this 8th schedule, but just remember this 28th schedule, it's like 822 languages. We are part of this one. Okay. Which of the following articles of the Constitution of India provide constitutional remedies for enforcement of fundamental rights? Constitutional remedies are Article 32. Okay, Article 32. Now, which of the following articles of Constitution of India has a provision for financial emergency? Which article says about financial emergency? Think which particular article says about financial emergency. This is something you all should be knowing. Look at the Barat. It's a Barat based question directly. Article 360. Okay, it's Article 360. Part 8 of the Constitution of India deals with what? It deals with union territory. Again, guys, these are all direct questions. Okay, PYQ is repeated question. I don't want to blindly watch this video. Pause the video, do the questions along with me. You pause the video, you open your barrack. Already I've taught you how to figure it out. No, now it's like a rapid revision now. According to which article of Indian Constitution the president rule may be implemented? So this is very simple. Again, this is a Barat based question. Barat based question. Pause the video, go to your index page, look at these four answers and tell me which is the right one. It is Article 356. Okay, it is Article 356. The definition of money bill is given under which article of the Constitution of India? See, money bill comes under Article 110 of the Constitution. You should be knowing the different kinds of bill available in the Constitution. Also, money bill, finance bill, जो भी bill has been passed in the Constitution. What is the money bill? What is the financial bill? And along with it, what are the other kind of parallel bill? And what is the majority? Just go through it. Such kind of questions are also been repeatedly been asked for the exam. Under which article every citizen of India has been given the right to health? Right to health comes under which article? Article 21. You should be knowing this. Right to health. If you're able to learn one or two judgments, landmark judgments under Article 21, that would also be good. I personally suggest you to go to even that also once. Under which article of Indian Constitution are Indian citizens guaranteed the right to six fundamental freedoms? What are the six fundamental freedoms? That six fundamental freedoms under which particular right it has been mentioned? It is under Article 19, freedom of speech and expression. There is A, B, C, D. There's clauses over here there you can find over there under this articles. Even for example, freedom to profess, you need to practice your what profess your trade, business, everything will be fine. So in the index page, if you observe, especially in Article 19, so what I want to tell is about, you can just highlight Article 19, but I want you to learn parallelly Article 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. Okay, very important. This will allow you to. Okay, all right. Now this is very much important. Now, who appoints the Prime Minister of India? Who appoints Prime Minister of India? Very simple. Is it Lok Sabha, President, Parliament, or Citizen of India? You should never, until you go to a grave, you should never be forgetting it's the President of India. Okay, he is basically being appointed by whom? President appoints the Prime Minister of India. Okay, whoever wins in a particular election, he basically appoints the ruling party. He appoints them as the uh, Prime Minister. How many types of emergencies have been visualized under the Constitution? There are how many? Remember, there are always three types of emergency. Okay, financial emergency, national emergency, and internal emergency. What it is, let me know in the comments. But remember, there are only three kinds of emergency. Okay. Now, which of the following amendment act is known as mini constitution? 42nd Amendment Act. We did part one video when we were discussing. We discussed this again and again. It is a 42nd Amendment. Article 32 belongs to which part of the Indian Constitution? It belongs to part 3 of the constitution. Okay, article 32 belongs to which part of the constitution? Article 32. What is part 3? Fundamental rights. So whenever you are approaching the Supreme Court, right, or for example, for instance, even for an high court also, part 3, if you observe, it is generally like when your fundamental rights are being infringed, under the writs you can even try to approach the Supreme Court for it. All right, so I hope this is very much clear for you. Article 243D of the Indian Constitution includes provision related to which of the following? Okay, so it is very simple. Is it high court, is it district courts, or is it high court, district courts, reservation in panchayat, and reservation in state universities? So very simple. Just go to, along with me, go to your barrack. Article 27, if you observe, it's mentioned over there. What? Sorry, I meant about, Article 243. Sorry, 27th is the question. 243D. Just go to 243D question. You would be able to figure it out. This one. 243D speaks about yes, panchayat system, reservation of seats. So if you go there, you'll find this reservation of seats, the panchayat. It comes in a part 9 of the constitution. Okay. So it speaks about panchayat. Under the heading of panchayat, you'll be finding it. So such kind of question, you cannot afford to miss it. Please do it along with me, or else it'll be very tough for you. Which of the following articles in Indian Constitution provides that state shall endeavor to secure uniform civil code? So uniform civil code, if you observe, it primarily comes under Article 44. Okay, remember, it comes under DPSP. Remember, uniform civil code is not a fundamental right, it is a DPSP. Never forget it. Okay, 29th question is about the Pramanand Kartha versus Union of India case is regarding what? It is about the health and doctors. Okay, if there is an injured person, see, if for example, before and all, if there is someone who got accident or something, when they come, the hospital will show, people will show a lot of formalities, only then they will be admitting them, even for rape victims also. But now in Premchandra versus Union of India case, they said that if there's an injured person coming, it's your basic common sense, basic essentiality, make sure that you're providing them the first hand treatment. So health and doctors was decided in this particular case. Okay, in which of the following case Supreme Court of India has fixed the upper limit of 50% reservation? Remember, reservation in India, no matter what, 50% is the ceiling limit. Beyond 50%, no, not even 1% is not, should not be provided. It was also decided in the case of Indra Soni case. Indra Soni case, remember, very important case. Consider the following statements regarding right to freedom of movement. Right to freedom of movement was which article? It is actually Article 19. Okay, it is a simple one. I don't want any of you to make mistake. The Article 19 of the Constitution of India provides freedom to move inside as well as outside the country. So remember this. This is the correct article. It is available to the Constitution of India. Foreigners and legal persons have companies. Which of the following statement is correct? So the first one is correct. Okay. Second one is the wrong answer. Just remember that. Okay. Because it is available to the citizens of India, foreigners and legal person and companies. No. Okay. Remember, for the citizens of India, majorly it is being provided. The Supreme Court, in which of the following case, held that states are not mere appendages of the center. So you know what, before and all, like what center was, before all, center was very strong. Okay, so what center says, all state would basically be follow. But whereas in SR Bombay versus Union of India case said that, see, federalism is part of the constitution. That means what, states and centers should be provided equal importance, right? So that was basically been decided in SR Bombay versus Union of India case. Remember this, very important. Which of the following amendments banned the floor crossing anti-defection law? It is the 52nd Amendment, 10th schedule. We already discussed this. Remember, 10th schedule, 52nd Amendment Act speaks about this particular thing. Okay. Article 16(1) of the Constitution incorporates the concept of what? That incorporates the concept of equality of opportunities. What do you mean by equality of opportunities? Was being incorporated over here. All right. Do not forget it. Which writ can be issued when appointment is contrary to the statutory provision? So it is quo warranto. Remember this. You need to by heart this. Okay, contrary to the statutory provisions. So it is quo warranto. Supreme Court was established. This is basic common sense. 1950. If you are an advocate, if you want to become an advocate, you should be knowing such kind of facts. All right. So which of the following is not a fundamental duty? Okay. So if you observe, pause the video. You only tell me which is not a fundamental duty. Pause the video and tell it. Without simple common sense. First three is a fundamental duty to abolish titles except military and academic. That is not a fundamental duty. The concept of passive euthanasia has been carved under which article? So it has been carved under Article 21. Remember this, do not forget this particular article. Article 19(1)(f) and 31 were deleted and Article 300 was inserted In which of the Constitutional Amendment Act? In the 44th Amendment Act, they basically inserted this. Do not forget this, very important. Which of the following amendments is related to GST? Okay, it is the which of the following amendment is related to GST? It is the 101st amendment. They introduced this GST. Do not forget it, very important. Which of the following doctrines has been applied to resolve conflict between the Article 252 and Article C? Conflict, remember, anytime conflict between this and this is given, this is the short technique. Okay, conflict happens between center and state always, so it is doctrine of harmonious construction. Okay, it is the doctrine of harmonious construction. The sexual harassment of a working woman at her working place may be considered in violation of which of the following provision? It is Article 191G. Why do I say 191G? Basically says that it basically tells that you have the freedom to do your business. What kind of business you can do? Your own trade to business. So if there's sexual harassment at a workplace, do you think that that person can do effectively his trade or business? No. So Article 191G is the right answer. Which of the following provision of the Constitution of India is relevant to solving the question of repugnancy between the central and state law? It is very simple. It's Article 254. The concept of freedom of trade and commerce mentioned in Indian Constitution is motivated from which foreign country? It is coming under Australia. Remember, do not anytime forget it. It's a new question. In AIB recently they're asking this question. Australia is the right answer. Okay. Now, the minimum number of judges who are to sit for the purpose of deciding any case involving substantial question of law. So of the constitution. So about constitution to decide the major aspect, how many judges should be sitting? At least five judges should be sitting. As per which article? Article 143. Just go to the barrack, you'll be able to figure it. So this completes the important rapid revision of all the constitutional questions. We learned I made three videos of constitution. This is the part two video. Part one video also I've made, and even the judgments. So if you learn this, Aramsi, at least up to 10, no, 6 to 7 marks you'll be able to get. See, other three questions, it will be a little unpredictable. So all that I require from you is about start preparing. Do not waste time. Wish you all the best. Good luck. Make sure that you are getting it. Join our WhatsApp group and let me know in comments if you want any respective videos to anything. Take care. Goodbye. Make sure that you're getting good marks.